Salams and welcome. Don't quit. That's our topic for today. Don't quit. We're all going to go through difficulties in life. I'm sure you're going through difficulty right now, today, or you've had difficulty last week, or last month, or in the past year, or you know of someone else who's going through difficulty. Our life on earth is full of challenges. Life is difficult. Let's face it. Once you accept that life is difficult, you must accept it mentally that, okay, that life is difficult. Once you accept it that life is difficult, then it is easier for you to cope with it. For example, in an examination. An exam is not supposed to be easy. Otherwise, it's not an exam. It's got to be tough. An exam has got to be tough. Now, 90% of the people, find an exam tough. 10% of the people will fly through the exam. They'll get the 6 distinctions. They'll get the 10 A's. They're the top students. So don't worry about the top students. 90% of the students will find an exam difficult because an exam is supposed to be difficult. Our life on earth is difficult. It is supposed to be difficult because when God gave us our heaven for free, we did not appreciate it. So He said, now I'm going to send you to this abode of suffering called earth for a short while, for less than 100 years. So then you'll get a taste of suffering, how you are going to suffer and you're going to watch other people suffering. So when you return back to heaven, when you return back to God, you'll then appreciate everything. Otherwise, we did not appreciate it. We got everything on a silver platter. But many of us, our brains are in a cage. We do not know why we are on earth. What is our purpose in life? We listen to any new fad or any new ism or religion just because it seems to be a fashion trend. But we need to be firm in our purpose, that we have been sent to this world as an abode of suffering. So that suffering can take various forms. So please don't quit. Whether you're going through a trial, maybe you've lost someone, a dear family friend, maybe your mother has died or your father has died or your uncle or aunt or some of your children or grandchildren or your friends, someone, excuse me, during the COVID pandemic, there were so many people who were dying. The hospitals were full of calamities, of people in ICU. To see tubes out of your loved one. As doctors, we and medical personnel, we see the tubes on a daily basis. But for people who are not in the medical field, and you see all these pipes, and you see this machine going, it's very terrifying. It's traumatic. And that person is totally unconscious, unresponsive, and we as medical doctors we say, please talk to that person, because there's parts of the brain, the subconscious brain, that's awake, that's alive, that can listen to what you are telling that person in ICU. So if you have any difficulty, don't quit, keep on trying. I know that life is difficult, but life is going to knock you down. There are the small problems in life. There's 2 types of problems. You get the small problems in life we get on a regular basis. These are the general problems. I call them the mosquitoes in life. Okay? These are the general problems you can cope with it. Your parking ticket, your little bit argument with this and this, that you can cope with. But sometimes life is going to knock you to your knees. It's going to knock you so hard. Whether it is a betrayal, whether it is a loss of business, whether it is a loss of livelihood, there's going to be some way in which you're going to feel that you are in a total darkness. Maybe you're looking for in what way? So if you're looking for a job, don't quit. Keep on trying. Keep sending your CV out. There's a famous example of this fellow in the United States of America in the early 20th century. And he kept sending his CVs out, He didn't stop. In those days, there were fax machines. And he kept sending out thousands of faxes until finally, one person gave him the job. So you don't quit. You don't give up. In Aramco in Saudi Arabia, in the 1940s, when they were digging for oil, they were about to, for 5 years they tried because Iraq had found oil. So they knew that, and because it was America relied on Iraq for the oil, then Iraq had sanctions against America. Imagine the other way around. So America sent its engineers together with Saudi Arabia, a joint partnership, to look for oil in the desert of Saudi Arabia. And after 5 years, they gave up. All the engineers, they packed up and they went. One engineering team, they had about more than 500 teams to look for oil in different places. So 499 left. One stayed behind. That one team was the person, a geological engineer, who had this attitude that I don't quit. Like how Elon Musk says. Elon Musk says, I never quit. So this engineer in Saudi Arabia, he had this mindset, I don't quit. And he kept trying until eventually he found the oil. And today Saudi Arabia has got trillions of dollars. Why? Because one person said, don't quit. So whatever you're going through in life, if you're looking for a job, don't quit. If you're trying to start a new business, don't quit. Obviously, you're going to fail in your business. Research has shown that if you start a new business, within 2 years, 80% of those businesses, 80%, the majority of businesses will fail. Yes, we've got economic freedom in this country. Mandela has given us political freedom, has given us economic freedom. But economic freedom doesn't come easy. You got to open up a business. You got to go to the bank, ask them for a loan. Bank will say, what assets do you have? You say, I got no assets. I'm a poor man. Bank says, then goodbye. We're not interested in you. You see, it's called an oxymoron. Bank will only give you money if you got money. If you're a rich man, then bank will give you money. Why? Because the bank looks for assets. Because in case your business fails, you don't blame the bank. They need surety. Without surety, so you got to keep trying. Speak to your friends. Speak to other people. Start in a small way. Start a small hot dog business. Start anything small. Always start in life with something small. Then you keep growing. But the main philosophy in starting a business is you don't quit. You keep trying and you learn from your lessons. You keep learning. It's hard. What did Elon Musk say? When his spaceship explodes, they bring all the pieces together. They say, let's learn from our failures. What did Thomas Edison say? The electric light that we take for granted. When you go into a room, you switch on the light and the light is on. That electric lamp, the filament in that lamp, it was discovered by Thomas Edison because it needed a certain type of metal. They were just because there was oxidation. So that the filament was just burning out until he found it. You know how he found it? After trying for 10,000 experiments. He failed 10,000 times. Can you imagine? Thomas Edison. And today we have the electric light, the lamp, the incandescent lamp. Because one man said, I'm not going to quit. So don't quit. Let me ask you, did you try a business and you failed? You tried the first time, second time, third time, you gave up. Did you try 1,000 times? No. Did you try 10,000 times? No. But Thomas Edison said, keep trying. You got to keep trying. You don't quit. If you're studying for your exams, don't quit. Yes, obviously exams are going to be difficult. To study a book is not easy. Who said life is easy? I mean, we are in the abode of suffering. If you're studying a book, it's got to be difficult. That's the challenge. That's the fun part. If you win an Olympic champion, if you win a gold medal, it's got to be difficult. It's going to be a hell of a difficult. But you must be prepared for the difficulty. If you win the Oscar award, the Academy Award, it's not easy. It's very difficult. If you win an award in Hollywood, you win a Z TV award, you win a South Korean TV award, you win a Turkish award, you win a Chinese award, any award you want, it's extremely difficult. But that's the fun part. Take it as a challenge. You don't quit. So please teach your children, teach your grandchildren that life is difficult, but they must not quit. Have this mindset. Don't quit. Keep trying. Until you get it right. If you're trying swimming lessons after first time, second time, you try 10 times, you say, no, I can't do it anymore. No, you say, keep trying. You got to keep trying. And then you'll find yourself succeed. Initially, everything is difficult. Until then, it becomes easy. So don't quit. Keep trying. Life is difficult. Yes, I know life is difficult. Life is very difficult. Sometimes you get a curved ball. You don't expect, you're minding your own business, carrying on, and boom, before you know it, something happens. Your life goes upside down. We all know it. I mustn't do things like that because then it hurts my hand. Okay. So, So remember, please tell your children, your grandchildren, please, I'm sharing knowledge. I don't want money. There's no subscription fees. I used to have a brain workshop academy. I used to charge thousands. But I'm sharing all this knowledge for free because I want to make a difference in the world. I want your children to benefit. I want your grandchildren to benefit. I want the rural areas in this country to benefit. I want humanity to benefit. I need your help. The only way I need your help, I don't want your money. I just want you to subscribe to my channel, share the knowledge. The way you can help me is share the knowledge. Let us share the knowledge. Let's make the world a better place. Let us share knowledge. So I'm giving you the knowledge. The only thing you've got to do, subscribe, share it with other people. It's free. Let's share the knowledge. Think of knowledge. Knowledge is light. So think of the world as darkness. And every time we're sharing knowledge, there's an extra bit of light that's switching on somewhere in the world or in someone's house or in someone's school or in someone's business. We are switching on a little lamp. And once you start with a spark of knowledge, The initial spark you need is the match. Then I'm lighting your candle. And you take it, you share that knowledge, you share this knowledge with the second person who's in darkness. And with that same knowledge, you are lighting that person's candle. That person shares it and lights another person's candle. And in this way, we are sharing knowledge. And in that way, we are removing the darkness and we are allowing light to enter in our house. So please help me make the world a better place. Let's all, you can make the world a better place just by sharing this knowledge. You can share my knowledge. You can share other people, share documentaries. Let's just share knowledge. Share knowledge. Subscribe to the channel and share knowledge. So please remember, life is difficult. Remember, there are people who's going to try and put your brain in a cage. Don't allow them to put your brain in the cage. Please tell your children, grandchildren to please watch my whole brain power workshops. I'm giving free lessons, secrets of how to use a brain, secrets of studying techniques, because I want your children and my children and this country to have a better future. So let's share knowledge. Let's share knowledge. Let's accept the fact that life is difficult. Right? Life is difficult. And the way we must be mentally strong. And I'm going to show you how to be mentally strong by removing the chains in our brains. Right? We've got to be mentally strong. Mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong, emotionally strong. And the main philosophy is don't quit, no matter what obstacles there are. Life is an uphill battle. One day when you get to paradise, paradise is uphill. It is a struggle. It is a path filled with stones and boulders, an uphill battle. Hell is very easy. Hell, I think of it as a water slide going down here. It's very easy to go to hell. But to get to paradise, it's an uphill battle. So don't quit. If you're on a journey to get to paradise, you don't quit. It's an uphill journey. You got to fight. You got to struggle. You got to be stoic. You got to be strong. When that storm comes, you got to be so tough. You got to be mentally tough. You got to be stoic. Okay, so don't quit. What's this on here? Okay, so that's my prayers for you. May your life be filled with blessings, 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 and barakah. Alhamdulillah, my philosophy, I keep God as my anchor. Praise be to God. And then you must decide what is your anchor. What is your anchor? When life hits you with a curved ball, when you're going through difficult, let me know your thoughts and comments. How do you cope with difficulties? Do you turn to God? I turn to God. Okay? Maybe you go for meditation. Maybe you go for exercise. Maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you eat a whole tub of ice cream, or you eat a lot of chocolates to get through the crisis you're going through. Or maybe, you go for a drive, or you go for a scenic area. You just sit by the beach and just look at the sunset and you just think a lot. So let me know, how do you cope? How do you cope when life is difficult? How do you cope when that storm comes? Tell me, how do you cope when life knocks you down? I'm very interested. Let me know in your thoughts and comments. And please help me. Let us share knowledge. Share knowledge. Let's make the world a better place. Alhamdulillah.